crafty friends. I just wanted to share this new card with you. This is a new digital cut file, and like a total idiot, I went ahead and put it in the envelope, so now I can't pull it out for you, but I'll go ahead and insert a picture of it in just a minute, okay? But I want to share with you some of the things that I used. Again, I'm using this new Park Lane Value cardstock. It's called Papery, I don't know. It's 102 sheets. I used the hot pink in this particular paper pad, and then I also used the Scrappy Boy Stamps Hello Everyone, and this is so HK inspired. I'm not going to say you know what, but anyway, this is the cutest, most adorable kitty inspired paper ever. You get 24 sheets. It's double-sided. Also, I use the Scrappy Boy Stamp Scrappy Packs, and I absolutely love everything in this collection. We did get this at the expo, so I believe it was a little bit less expensive than it would be normally, but I'm going to go ahead and put the links down below for this as well, because you definitely want to pick this up. And I'm so mad at myself that I didn't get the stamps, guys. I totally regret it. After I took his class, I should have gone and picked up the stamps, because I did the coloring class and I absolutely loved it. Now, let's go ahead and get started with the tutorial. And here is the picture now. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and get started with the Cricut tutorial. This is so easy and simple. So I wanted to start off with how to make the bow into the card. So let me switch this off really quick so you can see the base right here. Whoops. Okay, sorry. Ignore all that, okay? So we have the base right here, and I want you to set that to 5.25 by 4.381. So remember to, it's probably going to come in unlocked, so you're going to lock it. Then you're going to type in 5.25, and then you're going to move it, the cursor over to here after you do that, right? So then you would move it over here, and then it'll pick a number. But I want you to go ahead and change that to, you'll unlock it again, change this to 4.381, and then relock it, and it should still be at 5.25 by 4.381. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off for now. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this on, because what you're going to do is you're going to rotate it, all right, until it basically lines up right here on one of these lines, okay? And then you're going to duplicate it. Once you duplicate it, you're going to flip it, right? But you want to flip it, one of them vertical, right? Or no, horizontal. Sorry, you're going to flip one of them horizontal. So that will basically be this flipped backwards, kind of, or to the left or whatever. But anyway, this way, you're going to put them really close together. I mean, you are going to have them touching, right? Because obviously you're going to need to, at that point, go ahead and hit group. So you'll group the two together. It doesn't show that because it already grouped it, okay? And then which group would be up here. So you would basically take your shift key, click on one of these, and then click on the other one. Let's just say this one was the other black one, right? So then you would group those together, right? And then you would go ahead and hit attach and then weld, okay? So that's pretty easy to do, and then it's ready to go. So now it will automatically cut the card out like you saw, all right? So then the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and shut that off, right? If you want to make this a shaker, all right, you're going to, well, let me just start off with the base, hold on, back to this one. So this is going to be your pattern paper one right here. Okay, so that is actually going to go on top of this one. And so this is going to be your pattern paper, right? We'll go ahead and click that off. That's the same size as what I told you earlier, 5.25 by 4.381. I'm going to turn that off, and then the next thing we're going to work on, if we wanted a shaker, is our layering pieces. Now, this is going to be the exact same size, 5.25 by 4.381. This is going to be your layering pieces to make it a shaker. If you don't want this shaker, you need to only cut one of these, and that would be whatever solid color you want to highlight it with, or whatever, you know, say it be white or black, or even if you want to use a pattern paper again, you can do that, right? But you would only need to do that one time. If you're going to make it a shaker, go ahead and cut it out 3 times, and I just cut mine out on what I did, white paper. Okay, so whatever, it's up to you what color you want to use. You want to do all pink, do all pink. You know, it just depends. You know, I'm not really worried about the side of it. Then I actually changed this color, but that was only to let my machine know that this is for my pink paper that I was using. I used hot pink, right? So anyway, then we have for our card pieces, right? These are going to go inside this one. So this would be either pattern paper or your solid colored cardstock, right? So basically it's going to go in there, and you're going to have one on this side as well. So you're only going to need 2 of those, and I went ahead and I think I did pink, I believe. Right now I'm having a brain fart, but anyway, I'm going to switch that off. And then the last thing I need to do is my little center of my bow, and that is going to be 1.75 by 1.75. So that's really easy to do. And again, remember, for some reason, when I put a circle into Cricut, I don't know if it's just because I have the original Cricut Explorer, and you know, I have no idea. I mean, I did update the you know, thing. Actually, it forces me to. I don't have a choice. But anyway, for some odd reason, it'll be like 1.73. Well, no, I want a perfect circle, so I'm going to make it 1.75 by 1.75. So anyway, guys, that is it. So let's go ahead and get into actually putting it together. All right, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with our kitty bow card. So first of all, I have my my actual card base, and I also have my inside pieces. So if you want to stamp your piece first, go ahead and do that. I think I'm going to do that really quick. I apologize. Let me do that real fast. I'll be right back. Okay, I did my stamping. I didn't do a great job. I did a little bit of outlining and stuff to try to make it stand out, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes if there's not layering stamps, it's kind of difficult, and then you got to kind of draw on your own stuff, but I'm okay with it. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and attach this piece with my glue. Okay. Gonna grab a dry wipey and just kind of press it down a little bit. I know the ink hasn't completely dried on what I drew on here, so I'm just going to be gentle with it. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in the other side. Okay. Just going to do a little bit of burnishing now that I know most of this is dry. Okay, and now I can go ahead and start putting my shaker pieces together. So first of all, I'm going to do my pattern paper first. So I'm going to add that in there. Okay. I'm just going to burnish that in. And then I'm going to add on my actual shaker layering pieces. I want to make sure that I add enough glue around here so that the pieces do not seep through. Especially around these edges, but I don't want to use too much that I gotta like clean it all up, right? Let it get tacky for a second. Maybe I will run it around with my finger just to make sure. See, some of this is getting tacky already. That's good news. Okay, and then I'm just going to line it up. And then I'm going to burnish it in. Then I'm going to add in my shaker mix, and I'm going to do this on a process portion. Actually, before I do that, I want to go ahead and add on my piece that goes on top of my acetate, right? And I'm doing that because I want it to be dry before I put this together. So I'm going to go ahead and add my glue on the bottom. And I'm not as worried about this one because I've already got my shaker piece underneath here, right? But I will have to worry about gluing it onto this piece, right? So I'm going to go ahead, run my finger, because I really don't want any craziness. Then I'm going to just line it up. There we go. And any of this glue seeping out, I'm going to need to clean that up because I don't want it to look cloudy. There we go. Then I have one more piece that I want to put on the top, but I'm going to wait because I'm going to pop that up. And not only that, I want to make sure that this piece is flat when I'm pressing it down so that I don't have any issues. And if I add this on there right away, I'm going to have problems. So let me put that to the side, and then we'll go ahead and process video the portion of me doing my shaker mix, because I never know what I'm going to do. I change it all the time. So, but I do know that I'm going to use some of the Scrappy Boy shaker pieces. Okie dokie, so here comes my most important part. So first of all, I want to make sure that all my shaker pieces are out of the way where I'm going to have glue. So you definitely don't want anything on top or it's going to prevent this from closing. And so I'm going to go ahead and add my glue strip right around here first. Okay. And we want to make sure that we don't miss any areas. So I'm going to go ahead and go around this area first. Okay, don't worry, that's only moving because this is a card. And I'm just going to remove any little weird stuff. Like, see, I've got one of these little pieces that came up here. Let me move that out of the way. Every once in a while, you'll kind of goof and, I don't know what we're seeing, just like that. Okay. Oops. Put that back in there. Okay, I'm going to move that little yucky piece right there. And then now I can go ahead and add on my top. And we're just going to get it as close as we can. Okay, first start off and gently pat, 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 pat. You don't want too much coming out. And make sure you pat around the edge. Pat, pat, pat. Okay, oops, I see some of it seeping, but you know what? I'm going to have to deal with it. Okay. The best thing to do is clean up anything that's coming out. You know, at this point, I really can't do anything about this that's seeping in, but it's not too bad, so I'm okay. Otherwise, I'd have to start over again, and I really don't like wasting my glue. But in the meantime, you can put something heavy on top and then let this dry. That's probably the best thing to do. But you want to make sure the weight is even. So let me see if I can find something that is... Yeah, I have like this little box right here, so I will be right back. Hey guys, I absolutely love how this little bow turned out. I apologize that I did actually video me finishing this up. All I did was use my little Deep Kiss ink around the edges of this circular portion of the bow. And the only reason why I did that was because I goofed. So when I cut it out on the mat, I had it on the wrong side, and I happen to have a brand new Cricut mat. So guys, you know what happened. It got a little bit of the paper tore off, but that's okay. I went ahead and just inked it, so now you can't even tell. But guys, so anytime that happens and you have a brand new mat, because see how this is like a brand new mat, go ahead and bend it a little bit in the areas, and so that way, like say had I done it in this corner like that, it would have just popped up and it wouldn't have torn my paper. So anyway, that's just a suggestion. It's up to you. Again, I popped this up with foam just to kind of give it that little 3D effect. And guys, I just absolutely love this paper collection from Scrappy Boys. I'm going to have the link down in the description box below as well, so you can go pick it up. They have a lot of super cute papers. I wish I had bought the coffee one as well, but I did not. And I absolutely love the sequins, so I'll have that down below. So I'll have all three of those. So I'll have the kitty inspired paper link. I'll have these little cute sequins mix, as well as the coffee one. And definitely check out Tiffany Crafting Like a Boss McGill, because she just did a project using that paper and it is so stinking cute. So please check out her channel. But I have another project coming up really soon that Tiffany had created in a swap that she was doing. That was a BB's craft swap, and so she inspired me to create something next. So I hope you all will love what I make, and I think it'll be super fun, and it'll be another gift item. So anyway, guys, again, this is going to be $5 PayPal, friends and family only. and email me at saltybeachscrappers, that's with an S at the end, at gmail.com. Again, saltybeachscrappers@gmail.com. Or if you want to get an invoice, I can send you an invoice, because, you know, some people make things and sell them in their Etsy shop, like cards like this or whatever they want to do. And in my tutorial, I do show you how to turn this shaker into a card. You do not have to make this a shaker. You can absolutely leave the acetate out and leave all the extra bow layers out, and then, you know, it'll still be a super, you know, cute stinking bow without the shaker bits. But anyway, I show you how to turn this into a card. And I may even just add that into the file so you don't even have to mess with that. But I'm going to go ahead and show you anyway, in case you want to make another one of my designs or somebody else's and turn it into a card and it wasn't a card to begin with. So these are just some ideas to show you how you can do that. But anyway, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful and fabulous day, and I will be seeing you all very soon with my next project, and I hope you love it, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I absolutely love hearing from you, and I love you all supporting my little shop and my channel, guys. Bye!